Okay, so today we are going to do another story, which is a continuation of uh, yesterday, what we did. Okay, so the title of the story is Bound by Love. Okay, so now we remember what happened last. Krishna was actually disappointed when Mother Yashoda had to abruptly stop feeding him and go and rush to the kitchen to take care of the milk which was pouring out. Okay, so with this act of Mother Yashoda, Krishna was very disappointed, and he became very angry also inside. And what he started doing was he started breaking the pots. And now that he has done this act, he's feeling very scared, and he's very anxious, and he's looking here and there, and he's really his ears are sticking out to hear whether Yashoda Maiya is coming or not. Remember, Yashoda Maiya wears her anklets. So when she moves around, obviously the ankle bell rings. So he gets to know, Krishna gets to know whether Yashoda Maiya is coming or not coming. So he is very fearful and very anxious. And now what should he do? So he notices Yashoda Maiya coming, but he wants to hide. But where will he hide now? He doesn't know where to hide from Yashoda Maiya. So he also notices that Yashoda Maiya is holding a stick, so that even all the more makes him more and more fearful. Till now, Yashoda Maiya has never hit him. She's always threatened him. She's always taught him how to behave nicely. But she's so much in love with Krishna that she's never hit him. But sometimes parents have to threaten the children, otherwise they don't listen. So Yashoda Maiya is holding the stick just to make Krishna scared. Yeah, but she never uses the stick on him because she's so full of motherly affection, and she always smiles at Krishna's naughtiness also. But somewhere or the other, she has to sometime be stern. Yeah, and teach him a lesson, as you said. So now what should Krishna do? So he's thinking, let me go out into the courtyard, because in the courtyard there are so many other houses also, so there will be so many other gopis. So in front of the other gopis, Mother Yashoda will not
beat me.
Yeah, will not beat me, will not hit me, will not threaten me, will not punish me. So he starts running, and Mother Yashoda is like, wait, where are you running? You thief, you deceiver, where are you running? You become so naughty. I'm just trying, because the whole day, that particular day, this is the Diwali day, remember? And there's so much work. When there is Diwali day, we also do so much work on that particular day. We make bhogas for the lordships, we clean our house, we clean our temple. So there's so much work for Yashoda Maiya also, and she's been up since morning. She rose up very early, and there's so much work, so she's very tired already. And on top of that, Krishna is being so naughty, and she also needs to teach him, good manners. So she's running after Krishna with that stick in her hand, and Krishna is also running, and Krishna happens to reach the courtyard, and Mother Yashoda is running, and Mother Yashoda, she's wearing jewelry, and she's also wearing malati flowers in her hair.
What's malati?
Malati flowers, this is a particular flower, very fragrant. So she has decorated her hair with malati flowers. Now these malati flowers, as I told you in the last class, if you remember, that in the spiritual world, everything is fragrant, everything is alive.
So wouldn't the stick Yashoda Maiya was carrying was also alive?
So I'm talking about the malati flowers right now. So the malati flowers are also, as I told you, everything in the spiritual world is alive and aware. So now the malati flowers are also thinking, and they are also talking with each other, and they are conversing, and they're saying, oh my God, now any minute Mother Yashoda is going to beat Krishna up, but we don't want to be part of this, because we love Krishna and we love Yashoda Maiya also, and we can't see Yashoda Maiya chastising Krishna. So let's fall off from Yashoda Maiya's hair. And then they are also thinking that and you know, she's thinking that, you know, Mother Yashoda is not able to run so much because Krishna is running faster than Mother Yashoda. Because we are in her hair, so because of our weight, she's not able to catch hold of Krishna. So let's fall off. So these are the Malati flowers. Basically, Mother Yashoda is running so fast after Krishna that those Malati flowers
should be light, right?
Yeah, but then they are thinking they want to also serve the Lord. They also want to serve the devotee of the Lord, Yashoda Maya, and they want to serve Krishna also. So they are saying we don't want to be part of this where Krishna is getting hit. So let's fall off. And we also want to ease out Mother Yashoda. So let's fall off from her hair so she'll feel a little light it'll be easier for her to chase Krishna. So they fall off from Mother Yashoda's hair. Now Krishna is now very, very, very scared because Mother Yashoda is very close to him. Anytime she can catch hold of Krishna, catch hold of him, right? And now Krishna is howling, and your tears are flowing from his eyes. And Mother Yashoda has put, kajal. Kajal, when children are small, we put kajal. So Mother Yashoda has put kajal, and
Why?
all
we put kajal?
just so that their eyes become brighter, and it's also they don't face any bad luck. So this is what we do when kids are small. Yes, nazar na lage. So now Krishna is crying, so the kajal is also flowing out of his eyes. And usually what Mother Yashoda does, when Krishna starts crying, she puts him in her lap and she cajoles him. But this time Mother Yashoda is very determined, and she is not doing anything like that. She is not trying to cajole Krishna. She's not trying to make him stop crying. So Krishna is crying even more, and he is rubbing his eyes, very, very lot more than usual, so that more tears come out, so that Mother Yashoda's heart melts. But Mother Yashoda is very, very determined that no, this time I will not leave Krishna. He has to learn it. He has to learn this lesson that he cannot just be so arrogant all the time, because after all, he's spoiling like all the effort that Mother Yashoda has been putting in by making that butter. Just got spoiled by Krishna, right? He just broke it. So now Krishna is saying, what do I do? Whom should I ask for help? So he starts howling and crying, and he starts calling Rohini Mata. He starts calling Rohini Mata, Balaram ji, where are you? Where are you? So usually what happens when Yashoda Maiya would get angry at Krishna, or she would scold Krishna, or try to chastise him, then Mother Rohini would come in the picture, and she would try to cool down Mother Yashoda. But today Mother Rohini is not there. She's gone out. Okay, so now there's nobody, and the gopis.
Where is Balaram?
Balramji has gone with Rohini Maiya. They've been invited, so they've gone to somebody's place. They've gone to Upananda's house. Okay, so now the gopis get to
Who's
hear.
Upananda?
He is Nanda Maharaj's brother, right? And so the gopis get to hear so much of commotion, so much of loud crying of Krishna. So they think, oh, today Krishna has done some naughtiness in his own house. Usually he comes out and he does naughtiness in our house. Today he's done something really, really wrong. And then Mother Yashoda is so angry. Let's go and see what's happening, and let's have some fun. Today we want to have some fun. It's like entertainment for them. So they all come out to see Krishna. And now what is Mother Yashoda doing? Mother Yashoda is now asking, now she's actually able to catch Krishna. Now Krishna doesn't know what to do, how to run, where to hide. So now she says, there was a big motor over there, okay? And Mother Yashoda is now, she left her stick and she's questioning Krishna. And she's saying, why did you behave like this? Why did you break the pots? I had just gone to the kitchen to put off the stove. So Krishna, you know what nice answer he gives? He says, you know what, Mother Yashoda, I actually did not break the pot. So she said, what? Again you lying to me? So he said, no, you know, you by mistake, because you wear these anklets, by mistake your anklet hit the butter pot and it broke. So Mother Yashoda is like, what a big liar. On my face he is lying. You know, nothing like this happened. But sometimes you start thinking, oh, really? Did that happen? Then she said, okay, if that happened, then what about the monkeys? Who gave the butter to the monkeys to eat? Because Krishna gave the butter to the monkeys, na? So then Krishna is giving another witty answer and he's saying, you know, whoever made the monkeys gave the butter to the monkeys. So after, what does he mean? He's saying that the person who actually created the monkeys gave the butter to the monkeys. After all, who is giving us our food? How are we getting our food? Krishna is giving us the food, right? So he is actually saying the right thing. How are monkeys and how are we, everybody, how we are getting our food? Because Krishna is giving us. He is supplying the food to us, right? And Mother Yashoda is saying, oh my God, look at this naughty boy. Such quick answers he gives. You know, how does he get these answers? So then she said, don't try any tricks on me. Just tell me the truth. So he said, you know, because you broke the pot, because you by mistake stepped on it. So the monkeys came and they ate the butter on their own. I did not give them. But when you came back, Mother Yashoda, from the kitchen, you saw the monkeys eating and you saw the pot broken. You started blaming me unnecessarily. So he's trying to hide everything, and the answers that he's giving, actually, anybody can think that yes, this is the right answer. You start having this benefit of doubt, right? So Mother Yashoda is saying, enough is enough. This boy is getting out of my control. And that particular day, Mother Yashoda was all alone in the house because Nanda Maharaj had gone out somewhere. So she thought, I have so much work in the house. I have so many chores. I cannot handle this boy. So let me just tie him up with a motor. So थोड़े देर के लिए there will be some peace for some time. So she said, okay, enough is enough, Krishna. Enough of your lies and enough of your answering back. This is not at all accepted. So she bought there was a motor already there. She quickly fetched rope and she tied him. But do you think she was able to tie him?
Yeah.
Because every time
one finger got
two fingers short.
Yeah.
Every time that she was tying Krishna, it was always short of 2 fingers. But Krishna's waist is so thin and the rope was really big. So she's totally bewildered. She's like, how is this happening? You know? So she called the gopis and she said, please get me some rope because I can't leave this boy. No, if I leave this boy again, he'll run away. So the gopis helped her, and the gopis got many ropes. You know how many ropes? One after the other they kept getting, but every time it was short of 2 fingers. So there were 100 ropes which they got. But Mother Yashoda could not tie. And while she was doing this, trying to tie him, again it became short. She was sweating profusely. And Krishna was actually looking at her and smiling. And Mother Yashoda is saying, बहुत मजा आ रहा है, बहुत हंसी आ रही है. And then Krishna thought for a second, poor my mother, she's so much effort she's putting. So by Krishna's grace, because he had expanded his belly, so he kind of contracted himself, and Mother Yashoda could tie him with the rope. And from that day, he was called Damodar. Dam means rope, and Udar means belly. So when somebody is tied with a rope on the belly, he's called
Damodar, which is Krishna.
Yeah, so Krishna's another name is
Damodar.
Okay, so this is a very beautiful pastime, and when you listen to it, you actually feel for Krishna. Don't you feel for Krishna or you feel for Mother Yashoda? I feel for both, yeah. Sometimes I feel for Mother Yashoda, so much effort. But without her effort, Krishna did not give her the mercy to tie him up, right? So now what happened? Now Mother Yashoda thought, okay, half my day is gone. I have so much work to do. Let me go and do my chores. Okay, so she tied him and she left. And Krishna was tied in the courtyard where these two trees called Yamal Arjun trees were growing. You know, these two trees were growing like twin trees, two of them together. Okay, and they were really strong trees with very strong roots tied up. I mean, standing there at the courtyard. And so now Krishna is tied up, and he doesn't know what to do. So he thought, okay, let me just pull this motor along. He wanted to release himself also. So let me just pull this motor along and let me have some fun.
That
like
motor
now,
is still there actually.
Yeah, so now there's nothing to do. So a child always thinks of doing something, right? Because a child is always active. You cannot make a child sit in one place, right? So Krishna started crawling with that motor behind. And because the two trees were kind of twin together, there was a little gap in the middle. And Krishna thought, let me just take this motor in between the two trees. And while he was taking this motor, these two bulky, strong trees actually got uprooted. Can you imagine? And two celestial beings came out of the tree. One was called Nalkuve and the other was Manigri. Okay, so Nalkuve and Manigri. Okay, so now they started praying to Krishna. Manigri. So they started praying to Krishna, and actually they were cursed by Narad Muni. I'll tell you the story a little later. And they started praying to Krishna that Krishna, your activities are so charming, and we were so lucky because we were always in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj, and they would always see Krishna doing his attractive activities, like Krishna crawling, Krishna talking to Mother Yashoda, all the activities which Krishna would do in his childhood, they were witnessing all that. And they circumambulated Krishna, and they said that we are very fortunate that we could take your darshan, and you come in so many yugas, in so many avatars, and you are the supreme personality of Godhead. So they praised Krishna like that. They glorified Krishna, and Krishna was very happy, and he was looking at them and smiling. And they said that you are so fortunate that my devotee Narad actually in disguise like Narad actually cursed them, because once what happened, these two celestial beings, they are actually the sons of the richest demigod Kuber. So they were one day they were in the one of the forests, and they were taking a bath naked. Okay, and when Narad Muni was passing by, they didn't even cover their bodies. They were so full of arrogance and pride. They didn't even cover themselves. So Narad Muni was like, okay, if you're so proud of yourself and you don't even have the etiquette how to behave in front of a saint, a sage, then you will be born as trees, because trees are always standing naked. They don't need to wear clothes, right? So they were cursed like that. But they had asked Narad Muni for forgiveness. So Narad Muni said, okay, you will be not ordinary trees, but you will be Yamla Arjun trees, and you will be stationed outside the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. So you will be able to see all the pastimes of Krishna. So so Krishna said that my devotees are very compassionate. Even their curses are not actually curses, they are blessings in the form of a curse. So then they went back to Godhead. Krishna blessed them, and said that you will go back to Godhead, and they both went back to Godhead, and that's how they were released from this curse. Meanwhile, when these two trees fell, then it made a very huge sound. And all the Brajvasis, they started coming and gathering there. What happened? What happened? Meanwhile, there were few children, few gopas who actually saw this, and they started describing this to the adults, to the adult gopis and gopas. So they said, you know, these two trees were there, and then these two celestial effulgent beings came out, and we saw them praying to Krishna, circumambulating him. So the gopas said, what? These children always keep talking, you know, making up stories. They never believe. Because Brajvasis never believed that Krishna is God. They always believed Krishna is their child. So they had that bhav, parental love for Krishna.
Is there a glass of water?
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening, and we will now, you all can share your reflections, and if you've made any notes, you all can share your notes. Thank you.